Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. Helldragon and I just got done recording the commentary for the Space Quest playthrough, so we hope you enjoy that when it goes up, but I feel you, Helldragon, require a refresher course. Am I right in saying that?
I'm totally lost. What are we doing?
Well, first and foremost, we're playing Pokemon Omega Ruby for the
No,
3DS.
you're playing Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm just talking over it to help you look better.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we've got 2 badges so far. The president of the Devon Corporation, Joshua Stone, his first name was never revealed, I had to go out of my way to find that information. He told us to deliver a letter to his son, Stephen, who was residing in Granite Cave. And now that we've done that, we're going to go over to Slateport to deliver the Devon parts to, I think it's Stern? Yeah, Stern at Slateport Shipyard.
Yeah, we have to go visit Stern, but honestly, when you get to know him, he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah. His name was actually Admiral Pleasant before he had to change his name, like under the Witness Protection Program.
What's great, though, speaking of names, though, I love, like, the names Steven and Joshua have. They sound like action figures, don't you think? Steven Stone and Joshua Stone team up with Cherry Stone to fight against the evil conglomerate.
This pan means go do shit.
You're basically free, go ahead, I have other people to freeload and get, like, free ship rides from. Oh man, I was just seeing those footprints back there, and when I was playing this game originally, I was just so amazed that you had, like, footprints show up in the Game Boy Advance game, and I know that's a very little thing, but it's like those little details that help get you into the world, and these days we'd be like, oh yeah, they just do footprints, but back then I was like, whoa, footprints! I never got this on a handheld before!
That's why they call it the Game Boy Advance.
Not the Game Boy downgrade, you see, because we are stepping up our game here.
I love that animation, it's straight out of the anime.
It feels like the weight of the world is coming down on Twitchy here.
Twitchy, who we caught in, I want to say part 3, because that's where the forest took place.
Yeah, I think it was that too, and have you rearranged your team since last we met?
Yeah, I'm planning on, switching up the team. I'd say every 2 gyms or so, although I may go for, some kind of familiarity clause, where you just see the same team members over the course of the playthrough and you get really attached, and when I go to box a certain Pokemon you've grown attached to, you leave scathing comments and then I get really sad.
Well, I don't think it's gonna get as bad as Twitch plays Pokemon, let's be honest here.
Twitchy plays Pokemon.
Although, I'm always thinking when you put someone in the box, and I'm like, is that like a retirement home? When you think about it, like a Pokemon, he gets too old, he can't really battle anymore, alright, it's time for a nice long retirement in the box, where you do, craft activities and you're told when to eat. I love it, I think.
You may have dropped my attack, but you're not going to be able to withstand the wing attack.
So I like to imagine Twitchy just kind of waddled up and smacked the guy in the face. Quit that shit! And he just gave up.
Yeah, cut it out. I'm 4 years old, what am I doing with a Pokemon?
Well, I don't know. It really does kind of waver when they get Pokemon, don't you think? Like I've said before, these guys are 10 or whatever, they get this amazing starter, but 4-year-olds, they kind of have to deal with, the rat their dad catches out back. Here's your Pokemon, have fun.
Palostorm is, in daycare right now, let's say.
Oh, is that the term you're going to use when you're talking about the box in front of the children, so it doesn't scar them?
It's like a cross between daycare and purgatory, let's put it that way.
Dayatory. Purgacare. Oh wait, no, birds are seeing birds. Wait, don't they do that normally? I'm confused, fuck it. See, okay, it works out, I guess.
It's deliciously meta.
How does a bird hit himself? I gotta know. I really do.
But you ever try to touch your nose with your tongue? That's how.
I guess he's trying to do it with his wing. He's like, oh, I got feathers. Huh?
Dude, you're not gonna believe this, but I can fly.
Hey man, let me in, I'm a fairy type.
Alright, let's see what shitmon you've got up next, Sailorman.
Bluegrass, huh?
What I did, because Skier just wasn't doing it for me with his old water and bug combo, I traded over a... What's the first form? Lombre's the evolved form.
Lotad.
Lotad, there we go. I traded over a Lotad because the version exclusive, like, grass mon that you could find in the same area that you'd find the Lotad in this game is a Sea Dart. And you know, Nuzleaf and Shrifty are cool, but I'm kind of digging the water and grass combo of the eventual Ludicolo we'll be getting. So, you know, I've got both games. I thought I'd, you know, stack the odds in my favour.
And before you ask, yes, I was tasked with coming up a name for that guy, but I figured since we had to do musical references, I didn't have a JoJo name for it. Bluegrass. I actually think that fits really well. That's actually kind of clever, I think. Thank you. I do feel pretty good about choosing that.
Yes, thank you, me. You did a great job.
Let me just unzip here so I can suck myself. Gosh, the things we do to get through trainer battles, I swear.
Right, let's go actually explore Slateport now.
It's a beach. Aren't you glad you explored it?
It's a pretty big place, and I really dig the music, both original and remix.
Oh yeah, I really like it too. It sounds and looks nice.
Hey, you remember the Megastones that it took us like near to the post-game to find?
Yes. Okay!
They're just there, and I tell you what, there is a Megastone right next to Birch's lab.
Really?
Yeah, it's Mewtwo Knight Y, I think.
Oh, that's dickish. That's straight up mean.
I don't know why you can get them this early, but the whole Mega Evolution, Mega Pokemon thing is dealt with a lot better in this version. Actually, I would say, in general, Auror's, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, much better developed game than Pokemon X and Y, and you'd hope so, because it had more development time.
Yeah, that's true. Although you do think it's weird that prospectors wouldn't snatch up the Megastones the minute they find them, but giving you access to this more early on in the game, now that we've kind of taken care of introducing the whole Mega Evolution aspect in the last game, I think it's definitely worked out a lot better, yeah. There's
a stone you can get from a little girl for finding her Shroomish in a later town, and if you take that to Steven's dad, you know, Joshua Stone, in Devon Corp, he will say, oh, this is a Pidgeot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you can Mega Evolve Pidgeot that way. And as a little bit of a nod to Twitch Plays Pokemon, in the place you get the Mega Pidgeot Stone, there's also a picture of Omanyte on the wall.
Oh man, really?
And someone showed me, there's, like, I think it's in one of the other language versions of the game, Brawley talks about, like, staring at a Helix fossil, like an Omanyte fossil, to train. I don't know whether that was, like, doctored, but it was pretty cool all the same.
It's kind of nuts to see, you know, these kind of internet stuff kind of get referenced in these games. At least this one feels relevant, you know, because it's Twitch Plays Pokemon. Okay, makes sense.
You know the site Cerebi, right?
Yes I do.
There's a world map they created, like, of all the regions, like, they placed it together, and apparently that's in this game, in, like, an NPC's house. You can just see it hanging on the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll have to show that off sometime, or I'll have to find it somewhere. I need to see that.
Yeah, go find it yourself, you freeloaded bastard.
Yeah, no hand-holding here for you. Now, I notice over here on the side, you're actually got a different feature of the PokeNav up. It's like a news network kind of thing, where it brings up different shows about, like, you know, TMs and items and things like that, but for some reason they're always talking about you. Why is that?
Because I am the coolest.
Oh, and by the way, Team Magma is here, I guess, okay. But I think it's more interesting when we talk about the Fox News that's in your bottom screen.
Now, they can talk about you, like, what you had for dinner, you know, what you nicknamed your Pokemon. They're always very judgmental when it comes to that, and I don't like it.
That's true. I think they were talking shit about one of the nicknames that you gave one of your Pokemon. We'll see that later on. And I was mad because I named him that shit. Actually, somebody else named him that on Twitter, and I took credit and I said, you should use that one instead. I want to learn?
Yeah, he's the guy we beat up in the Petalburg woods.
Oh, he's just giving out CDs to all the children. Okay.
I'm gonna go cry now. Bye.
I love how he just abandons his post. Good job, dude.
Man, that guy is so getting his pig slip.
I think he's gonna get something slit, and it's not gonna be his job. It's not important enough.
I was literally about to say that.
Well, maybe if they had the Google Maps version of Hoenn, we would be able to find Little Root.
You ready for references The Room? Because that's basically what we're in right now.
Oh, I'm so ready for that.
These two things are just, you know, Hoenn stuff. Pay no attention to them.
Oh, I see where we're going with this. Complete in mystery years.
Yeah, in the year XX, war was beginning.
Well, that's when Mega Man X comes out, yeah, that'd be good.
And of course we all know about the SS Anne, the OG ship.
Yeah, the preferred nostalgia ship for everybody. Are these like car parts or something? Because, dude, there's a closer place.
I think it's for a submarine.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I guess you can't really order that from the Yellow Pages, can you? We are dorks, good sir!
Oh no, cosplayers!
They're fake fans, come on, get rid of them.
Like, you notice how they're doing like a little pose there? I've noticed in like double battles, when there's two grunts alongside each other, their poses like form an M.
Really? Yeah, actually, I can kind of see that, yeah, that makes sense.
I caught this fella in Granite Cave, and he was a bitch to find. It took me like half an hour. I don't know why a Geodude is suddenly so rare.
I've never been a huge fan of Geodude, so I have to admit, I don't know why you got one. The only reason I could see is if you got, like, Golem. But unless you're trading between your versions, that's not really going to be happening. So why did you pick Geodude?
Because the next gym leader uses electric types, and I can pretty much no-sell that entire gym.
Yeah, Rolling Stone, that was the one the name rater is like, oh, well, that's not a good name. And I love the guy's suggestion, how about instead you name your Geodude Tom? Why? That's just gonna confuse everyone, you dolt.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah, I know. I know some people with that name, and they're terrible. What are you doing?
Bunch of fucking assholes is what they are.
Mr. Red. You should have named him Mr. Red instead of Magician's Red.
Oh no, maybe I should have tried.
So, do the hoods have horns on their head that allow them to detect sound waves?
I never really got what the horns were for, because it's not like Groudon has horns of that shape and size.
That's true, and let's face it, Team Aqua is dressed a bit more reasonably than Mr. Hooded Horns is going on here, so I never really got the Team Magma outfit choice myself, in all honesty.
As an opposing team, I take... and this is going to sound really weird considering we called them cosplayers earlier, I take Magma more seriously because they take themselves more seriously.
Yeah, Aqua is just like, I guess they're more Saturday morning cartoon villains than the other Saturday morning cartoon villains, and that's really sad.
Although they are more fun, especially their leader.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see. So I guess you get the version depending on if you feel like having a good time with your video game or not.
Well, I'm Commander No Fun, so obviously I had to go with the super serious team.
I thought I was Commander No Fun. I'm pretty no fun if you get to know me.
Like, you gotta look up the stuff with Gareth, okay? He applies the nicknames, I'm just saying.
So it's a cool name, but still not a huge fan of, the Lotad series. I always thought, like, when I was playing Ruby and Sapphire, I kept finding a lot of Pokemon, and I was like, wow, I really don't like the design of this, and I would never use them. I barely changed my team throughout Sapphire as a result. None of them looked that good to me.
It took until, like, the 6th gym, and this was a TM, for him to learn another grass-type attack. And I don't know whether I, accidentally X'd off an attack, but I was stuck with Absorb for the longest time.
We could attack them physically. I can't throw a punch. They didn't train me for that.
Enter Maxie, Master of Magma.
I am never taking you on a field trip ever again.
You two are the biggest bunch of fuck-ups to ever grace the honor of Team Magma's uniforms.
Get back on the bus and wait for me.
So what do you think of Maxie's new design, mate?
I kind of like it. Like, at first I wasn't really sure what to think, because again, I knew the old ones more, but I think this one pops a lot more and really emphasizes Maxie's strengths more as a more intellectual, serious kind of bad guy. It's grown on me a little bit. Archie's redesign, not so much. I think this guy kind of got through it a bit better, personally.
It was very plain, was Maxie in the original games. He looked like a disgruntled uncle in the original. Here, he kind of looks a bit more like a mastermind, and yes, I know glasses equals nerd and kind of stereotyping, but whatever.
He's got like Kojima glasses going on, yeah, I just see that. They just need to be white, and there you go, they're pretty much the same.
Yes, I know we're not talking about the plot, but they basically want to increase land mass so, businesses can thrive and such.
Yeah, but the problem is with that, I don't know about you, but this is a problem I have. If I don't drink water, I start to die.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird. So I would think we would need water if you want people to kind of grow and be prosperous, right?
Yeah. The sea is where it's at, man. Don't go, down below a certain depth. It's literally hell. But everything above that, A-okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna get rid of the sea, get rid of, that trench where you go down so far, it becomes, blackness. That's scary shit, man. Man, I'm just terrified with that kind of stuff.
Don't think you're better off rooting for the other team, either. They want to get rid of all the landmass. They're equally as cuckoo crazy.
Yes, they're actually worse because they want to turn the whole world into water world. Hell no.
Jesus Christ, man. Where am I going to play my GameCube?
How does Kevin Costner keep getting work? Archie would be so behind that. Let's drink and recycle our piss. No thanks, dude. I'm going with the other guy. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Archie. You're such a fucking asshole. We got a bit of time to kill, so we're going to chat to this guy, maybe go heal our Pokemon, do a little bit of shopping, and that's it for Slateport.
This basically tells you how to make candy, which I can always support.
A contest hall. I wonder if we'll be visiting this place next time.
Gosh, I hope not, because I certainly don't want to. Wait, a contrived event you have to take part of.
Dude, it's happening over here, let's go! Hey, protagonist, why don't you come with us?
We're not friends, why are you dragging me? Come on! I'm sorry, what was that?
This is intrinsically not Pokemon. This is too Japanese. You've crossed the line.
Yeah, you pretty much kind of lost me a bit here when you started bringing in the whole Japanese pop idols, and they kind of treat them pretty badly over there in Japan, so I'm not sure how to feel about this.
Yep, once they're used up, figuratively speaking, of course, they just move on to the next one.
Kinda, yeah. That's not a joke. Those guys kinda have to deal with some fucked up shit over there.
She'll be the one teaching us about contests, obviously. She's not appearing in front of the contest hall for no reason.
I'll be the one not caring about contests, okay? And I will show you all how to not care as well. Listen, I don't trust with anyone who doesn't wear, proper stockings correctly. I'm sorry if you can't dress yourself. You've only got, one stocking on. Why should I listen to you?
You may notice that she has a very familiar hair colour. Yes, she is related to the person you think she's related to. Won't give any spoilers away. Just figure it out.
Her hair looks like something I should probably not describe. Or a musical note, I guess. I suppose that's better.
Just give me the swag already. I don't need your life story.
I'm pretty sure I could get all this if I went to, Big Lots or something like that. They sell these for, super cheap. It's next to, the gingerbread house kits you always see every year, but they're, the cheapest piece of shit you can find. Oh, I built one of those once. It did not work out.
I love this. Watch how awkward this is. I'm just going to stand here, stiff as a board, while you do your little pose.
Hey, Mom, I'm on TV!
He is as well. There's a film crew there.
They're probably capturing it and film of him, and they're going to put it on YouTube. They're going to put some insulting description underneath. Look at this asshole!
Just like to point out, she's 11, and there's teenagers in the audience say, "Yeah, be my girlfriend."
Yeah, that's what those idols in Japan have to put up with. Oh god, it's bad.
Oh, I guess cutscene's over now. We're just gonna get on with what we were doing.
Well, that was distressing. Ugh.
Yeah, we'll be back here next time, but, yeah, we'll be back here next time. There's no end to that sentence.
But before then, just take a quick look at the Pokeblock kit, though.
Did you ever use this back in the day?
No!
I was never down to clan with contests, so I just went for the Pokemon League challenge, personally.
On the right side, it comes with a blender and a Pez dispenser, and I can't complain about free appliances. I got a blender for my birthday, actually. I need to use that shit.
Yeah, unlike Helldragon Smoothies, though, the blocks you create here can actually increase your cool factor, your, smart factor, and so on.
I wish that's how it worked in real life. I'd be making so much fucking juice, you got no idea.
We're going to actually enter Twitchy in the cool contest next time, so let's give him something that increases her... Sorry, I should really get the gender right the first time. Her cool factor, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, just give them a bunch of candy, they'll be jumping around all over the time. Perfect for a contest. Oh, this is stressing me out, man. I need some time to think.
Well, I always go back into the Pokemon Center, so I have the perfect place to start the next part.
Nurse Joy, you will not believe what happened to me today. Kid, I am not paid enough to care.
I'm not paid at all, in fact.
That's true. I hope she's getting a paycheck. She works hard.
Okay guys, that'll do it for this part of Pokemon Omega Ruby. We'll see you next time for more contest shenanigans. See you then.